Nearly 1,000 personnel turned out for 2.5 hours of the best comedy and music. Compare Nick Page brought the crowd to life.
What I like to do is everybody stop clapping when I get to about there, and then they just all stare at me like I've walked on stage with a kitten and a mallet.
Before musicians Hotshots, and comedian Brendan Riley entertained the audience in time-honoured combined services entertainment style. CSE's been bringing entertainment to soldiers, sailors and airmen wherever they've been serving since the 1940s, and it's got a habit of enticing top-of-the-bill acts to perform, and tonight was no exception.
Please welcome on stage the wonderful, the one and only, Mr. Jason Manford! How are you? Okay? Lovely, it's a pleasure to be here.
The 32-year-old Manchester entertainer stars in TV shows like 8 out of 10 Cats and Odd One In, and is midway through a major UK tour.
All right, you're getting your pictures out the way. Let's do that first, and then we'll crack on. Shall I do this? If I do this like that, then you can just Photoshop yourself in there later on.
Jason's been keen to come to Bastion after taking part in a CSE show in the Falklands a few years back.
So I presume you're all from all over. Who is Manchester like me then? Who's Manchester? A few of you's in, spread around in case you kick off, that's good.
And his act certainly went down well with the audience.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Jason Manford was very, very funny.
Good escape from what we're doing out here.
Such a morale boost, and the guys do such a good job.
Wasn't that funny? No, actually it was really funny.
Yeah, it was great. I'm from Manchester, so it was really good to see him.
It was great. It was a lovely crowd, clever and polite, and it was as close to a regular gig as you could get, really.
The following day I caught up with Jason to find out why he thought it was so important that he came to Afghanistan.
I suppose I wanted to come out because I noticed when I'm at home, I get a lot of people who, in the demographic who people come to my shows are the people who are like me. So, and a lot of people like me, a lot of people I went to school with, mates and people on my road, when I was growing up, signed up, they signed up and they came out here. So it's sort of there for the grace of God, really.
I love Wales. That's the only accent I struggle with. Like, not listening, I can't do it. I'm good at accents usually. Welsh, I can't do it, unless it's a character from Fireman Sam. Norman, have you been setting fires?
I prepared a lot of stuff about football and whatever, drinking and all these different things. But actually, when I started, I did a joke about kids early on. It got such a big laugh. I was a bit like, oh, all right, I'll go down that avenue, and it ended up, working out for us.
Jason and the CSE team did 2 major shows plus smaller gigs around Bastion, bringing fun, music and most importantly a change to well over 2,000 people. Tim Cooper, Forces News, Afghanistan.